Alright, so I got another tool haul here. First thing I picked up rather foolishly was a set of these snap-on connector pliers. Part number looks like it's IEDP105, or that might be I05. But my dealer had these a couple weeks back on display as a pre-order, and I went ahead and said order me a set. And when they came in, I should have told them never mind, but I have them. It's kind of a neat feature. They do articulate, um, so I don't know how often I'll use them. Usually when I will need them, I'll just use whatever I have on hand rather than go and grab these, but we'll see. I have a little buyer's remorse with them, but again, we'll see how handy they come in. But again, it is a nice feature. You have your straights, and then you can rotate them side to side depending on what angle you need them at. So again, neat feature. I appreciate that they are made in USA, whereas the Lyle equivalent, they're made overseas. So if you're about supporting American jobs, then I suppose you can spend $90 on pliers like I did. Second thing I picked up from my dealer was a set of these hex driver drill bits. They're a lifetime warranty. That's the main reason I got them. I have an old Milwaukee set, and just you break them, you buy a new set, you break them again, buy another set. So these were 80 bucks for the, what is it, 7 pieces. Way overpaid, I know. Don't rip me apart too much, but again, lifetime warranty, even on the small ones, which I did confirm before purchasing. The part number on these, DBH7B. So that's what I picked up from my dealer. Had to do a couple warranties, so like I said, I try to throw them a bone from time to time, even if what I buy is foolish. Next thing I got, just continuing on the Milwaukee trend, I went ahead and picked up the 12 volt impact driver and hammer drill kit. Part number on that is going to be 3497-22, and this came with 2 batteries, the 4.0 XC and the 2.0 CP, the bag and the charger. Yeah, it's just more so, since I switched to 12 volt on my 3/8, I went ahead and brought my trusty, what's the number on this one? Let's see, 2853. The Gen 3 impact driver, as well as my, what is it, 2804, I believe. Yeah, 2804 hammer drill. Great tools, no complaints. But again, just, in the trend of switching over to 12 volt, at least for the smaller stuff, I went ahead and got this combo set. I believe I paid $150. It was technically used, but again, I felt it was a decent price. I did get the boot for it, as well as booted up all my other things. As you can see here, I got boots on everything now. These ones were a pain to get on, so just be forewarned, if you do get them for the right angles, you're going to need some prying tools. I had some like upholstery or interior plastic prying tools that I used to get it on. Maybe don't do it in cold weather like I did, but yeah, just be forewarned. So again, decided to use these, and the reason I went with the combo set rather than just the impact driver was I don't really need this larger drill, at least currently. However, there are times when I do need to drill So I figure this one would be nice for those small jobs. And then obviously, you know, I got a smaller impact driver. I do have another one of these coming that I'm going to convert to a 1/4 inch hex. So stay tuned for that. But again, as always, oh, actually, you know what? I got one more. I almost forgot. Last thing I picked up was the, let's see, what's the part number on this? I believe it's, what is it, 2867? 2864. Yeah, 2864, the 3/4 drive, Milwaukee. I didn't need it. I was just watching it, and the guy sent me a $140 offer. It came with the 5.0 battery, and it already had the boot on it. So I was like, sure, why not? You know, now that I have it though, I always thought the 2867 was just a cone swap and an amble swap between the two. However, now that I have them both side by side, they have completely different clamshells. As you can see, this one's extended all the way to the end, and this one you can see is a little cut off. Again, I did not need this, but for the price, I said sure, why not. I do have 3/4 sockets, so this will help me with not having to do a reducer. Obviously, I know the 2967 is more powerful than this 3/4 drive, but after the recent Milwaukee pipeline, it doesn't appear that they're coming out with a 3/4 anytime soon. So I felt $140 with battery was a good price. Yeah, that's all I got for now. I'll be sure to post a video once that that other impact driver comes in. Maybe I'll do a video, time-lapse video of me swapping the anvil. I don't know. I don't really have much in terms of editing software, so we'll see how well that goes. But as always, thanks for watching.